Interview though, we have to discuss Ray Donovan. Seriously, one of my top shows ever. This last season, honestly, oh my God. And the way that you have really brought Terry over the years with the Parkinson's and how it progressed. And Eddie, I watch you so carefully in this role, and I don't know how you do it. You really have us believing that I've been looking at stuff online and people like this, Eddie Marsan really have Parkinson's? I mean, honestly, how you've developed the shake and his emotions and everything, and you're acting at the same time. How do you do that? Honestly.
It was just research, really. Research, I get a lot of help from doctors and from patients. The writers, the showrunner, Dave Hollander, and I every year get together and we talk about the progression of the character and the progression of the symptoms and the treatment that he's having and the side effects of the treatment. We think we consider it to be very important, that the obligation to portray it well, but also to portray Terry as a stoic character. Right? He's the disabled character within the show, but he's in many ways the most heroic and he's the most stoic. And you also tie it up within the psychology of the character. Terry is caught between a rock and a hard place all his life. He wants to do the right thing, but he wants to help his family. And the shake and everything is kind of is a metaphor for a character who doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, it's amazing, it really. And I, as a fan of that show, when it ended, and then we find out that the show was canceled, I was protesting online. Like, I'm sorry.
To be honest, I don't know if it is cancelled.
Yeah, well, I know that Liev had put out a tweet saying, you haven't seen the last of the Donovans yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe that.
I think the fans kicked up such a fuss and they realized that the story wasn't complete. So exactly. I think they're trying to find a way to complete the story.
Yeah, it doesn't have to even be a whole series. It could, or season. It could be a wrap-up 2-hour movie, and that's and talking from somebody who watches a lot of TV, and I get very, very invested in my shows. And when a show ends like that, and there's no completion, it's so unfair to us because we have invested so much.
You have invested. That's what I mean, and it's very and if the show goes on to something like a streaming service,
sure.
If it's an incomplete story, it has to be complete for as a package.
Yeah.
I think they'll complete the story. I don't know in which way, but I'm sure they will.
I hope so too. And again, like you've had so many great people to work with on that show, for everybody. And I love the relationship with Bridget, with Carrie Dorsey, that she started that show when she was 14, and now she's like a young she's a young adult, and she's really, stepped it up on that show. What she had to go through in the last couple of seasons. She's a Donovan, that's for sure. But what was your relationship like with her even offset? She's lovely.
We have a very close relationship, Karis and I, and Terry and Bridget have a very good relationship. They always put us together and give us great scenes. I think she's a wonderful actress. When she was 14, she was a wonderful actress, but she's developed now. I think she'll go on to have a great career. She's been one of the things I've been most proud about in Ray Donovan is to see her development. Yeah. Because she's so down to earth. She's got such a great family, and she works really hard. She's always studying. She sent me an email the other day. She's a drama teacher of mine from London is doing an online course, an international online course. She emailed me. She said, "I'm doing this course." Right. I mean, this is a young actress who's really successful, but she still wants to study and learn.
Good for her.
She's amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, I just love everybody on that show. I mean, John Voight is a riot to watch, but just when you think you can't do anything worse, Mickey, honestly, it's such a well-written and well-acted show. So congratulations. And I honestly keep my fingers crossed that we will see more of you guys. I really do.